First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Purdy looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Purdy now to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Spinning past him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. They run again with Dowdle. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
They run here with Dowdle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's kill! What is it?
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Kill. Yeah. Here we go. I take. 26.
Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, here we go. I take. Here we go, 46.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, here we go. I take. 26.
Now Prescott.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
26.
Prescott now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. What do you think?
1 back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Yeah! There we go! What do you think? Where do you think? What do you think?
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Prescott to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 47 yards. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back to throw, Purdy. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The quick slant caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, 49ers 7.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Purdy to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, something through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
To throw is Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will get out of bounds here. So soft defense to start the drive as he's up quickly past the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Purdy now to throw.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. He's going to test this secondary right away. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Let's go. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
60 license. Let's go now. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. It's second down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Purdy again. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Purdy going to put it up again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal. They'll motion a tight end right. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He knocks it through. And And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 9-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 6. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A first down throw for Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He'll manage to pick up about 4. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
63.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the ref. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. To throw, Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19, Pioneer. Last thing, 19. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And in motion is Brown. Off the play fake. Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Ricky Pearsall deep for the Niners. Fielded at the 9. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia. Hurts to throw. Left side. It's caught by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, Hurts. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Here's 3rd and 2. Hurts now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Set go!
Throwing is Purdy. And this will be incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Set! Warrior 70!
Now Purdy. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Luger 19! Street! Check smash!
Man in motion here is Jennings. The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Check!
It's 4th down.
19 Lions!
Now Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Key, Bill Key, Bill Key.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On play action, Hurts. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, 49ers.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go, Rick. Go. Street. Street. Go.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Viking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Hurts will try it again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's second down. To the air again. Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is third down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the 49ers. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say, so long from Santa Clara.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now ETN to start the drive. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, 55 yards.
And the Jaguars need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Hey, check that. 70 range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
18, Pioneer. Check, Bobcat. Hut.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
23.
Duvernay in motion.
11, Agate. Silva.
Here's Lawrence.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Hey, Ryan. Think right.
Motion man left is Kirk.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence changing the play. Motion man left is Kirk. Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the right side.